Hey guys, I want to make a quick video. I only got a few minutes to make it, so. But yeah, I want to make this video, and I want to answer a couple of really big questions, and I'm gonna try to answer them the best I can. So the first question is, why did I choose the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? And the second question is, why do I believe that the Book of Mormon is true? Those are great questions. The first question about why I joined the church, I felt led to join it, and that was a process. That was a long process. I've been following promptings from God about where to go, what to do, that sort of thing, and following His lead and direction. And He led me to the church. Which is so crazy, and that's hard for a lot of people to believe, especially Protestants and people who swear that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is a blasphemous, false gospel, false Jesus type of church. People that believe that find it impossible to believe that God could lead me there, pretty much, from what I've experienced. But yeah, God led me there for sure, and the Holy Spirit testified to me that it's the true church, it's the right direction to go. And as I started approaching it, layers started peeling off of my mind. Layers of false beliefs that I had for years. False beliefs started falling off of my mind. And I remember seeing it in a vision as it was happening, like an onion peeling, like just the peels falling right off. And my relationship from the point of not being in the church to being in the church to deciding to join the church, my relationship with God did not change. You know what I'm saying? He stayed the same the whole way through, and He just led me step by step along the way. Got to that point where I could be ready, right? Little by little, precept upon precept, line upon line, yeah. And but yeah, that's how that went. And so that's why I choose the Church of Jesus Christ. I was led to, and I have since had a consistent spiritual witness and testimony of its truth again and again and again and again. I know that the Book of Mormon is true. I know that Joseph Smith is and was a prophet, and those facts make the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints impossible to refute for me. Like I said, I just keep getting I have a testimony that's true, and yeah, that's why. But also, so why do I believe the Book of Mormon is true? Well, I had a feeling as I was getting closer to it. I was talking to missionaries a little bit about it, and then the time was coming where I needed my own Book of Mormon, and they were going to bring me one. I could feel it. It's going to sound crazy, but it's true. I could feel the Book of Mormon getting closer to me. Does that make sense? I could feel it. I could feel how special it was coming to me. And I knew that it was true before I read it. And that's something that some people experience. Not everybody experiences that, but some people know it's true. I think a lot of people do, because and that knowledge is kind of tucked away, or they might put some other stuff on top of it. But I knew it was true before I read it, and that's hard to explain. I just knew it was true. I couldn't tell you why. I just knew it. I knew. Well, God was telling me that it was true. I knew that it was true, and so I started reading it, and I took it seriously, and I started reading it, and I was a little skeptical, but the skeptic side of myself and the questioning side, let's say the doubtful side of myself, those sentiments started peeling away like the onion layers as well, with the false beliefs that I had in my mind. And this can sound really scary or crazy to some people, because everybody calls our church a cult, and they say that Joseph Smith was a cult leader and all this stuff. And so the stuff I'm describing probably sounds to some people like, oh, that's really disconcerting, because you're joining a cult, and now you're talking about layers of your reason and logic peeling off because you needed that to happen in order to join the cult. But it's not a cult. And the thing that's I'm so happy I've recognized this along the way, and this has really helped me out, is that so many people that are against the church, against the Book of Mormon, and who just they assert that you're just completely wrong and you're just completely misled and that you've been deceived, right? This is true. The people really do feel this way, and they think this way towards us members in the church sometimes. I've experienced it. And they think that it's almost like they think that at some point along the way Satan put the wool over my eyes. And the crazy thing is that perspective is so strong that it's hard to ignore. And I can see it so clearly that I can actually see it the way that they see it. And through their lens looking at me, yeah, I can see it very clearly. I have that ability to see that. I can see the way I look through their eyes. And it would be scary, right? It would be scary. But here's the thing, that one of the things that's helped me out a lot with that is just the thought and fact that I was there the whole time. Does that make sense? Like, through this whole entire journey, I mean, it's so crazy. It's so obvious that it's crazy it needs to be stated, but it's obvious. I was there this whole time. I was a part of my conversion process. I didn't disappear. I didn't go to sleep and wake up one day drugged. Satan did not pull the wool over my eyes. I was awake the entire time. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was conscious the entire time. I was there. I experienced God's guidance and His leadership and His direction. I experienced it, and this was not a one-time deal. This has been a very constant, reoccurring, and it will be continually reoccurring thing. Getting direction from God, getting nudges from the Holy Spirit, getting promptings from the Holy Spirit, getting confirmations, getting spiritual witness, spiritual testimony that these things are true. And I've had experiences with God where I've asked Him questions with the faith that He is going to answer me. And like, kind of like, what should I do, God? And I'm opening myself up to You. I'm ready to hear the answer. What is it? And then He gives me an answer. That's happened before. And I'm talking about He gives me an answer like that. That's happened before. And He does that. He answers us very quickly sometimes. Sometimes He doesn't, but it just depends. And it's nothing against Him. There's nothing against Him. I'd say it's all situational, I guess, But anyway, I knew the Book of Mormon was true before I read it. That's why I believe it's true, because I know it was true, because I know it's true, because I knew it was true, I know it's true. But then I started reading it, and the more I started reading it, you can feel it. You can feel it when you read it. And again, the deep layers of disbelief start really peeling away. And we're soaked in a lot of the spiritual disbelief that I think is present on this earth. I know it is. It is present on this earth. It exists in the spiritual realm, right? Spiritual disbelief, and it's further perpetuated by the enemy. He always wants to spread it around, right? Always. The enemy, the devil. And, that's what he wants to do. He always wants to spread confusion and doubt. He wants to spread doubt against the truth. Of course, why wouldn't he, right? That's what he does. Don't you get it? That's what he does. And I was realizing how much of that I had lived my whole entire life in. And this isn't stuff that I necessarily personally processed and took on myself and said, like, oh, this is what I believe, or this is really what I believe. But some of it was, and some of it, I guess a lot of it was just like, because we're children of God. We're spirits from God. We're God's spirit children. And we're born in this world without a complete knowledge or remembrance of our lives before with Him. But, wow, I love how it looks. Look how bright it is behind me. It looks like I'm in heaven. But, yeah. And so we're born in this, we go through the veil of forgetfulness when we're born into this world. And